Hello, my name is Philip. I'm a licensed athletic trainer at the UPMC Center for Sports Medicine. We've been providing athletic training services to the Crucible Hike since 2015. I'm here today with Patrick Savanik, one of our athletic trainers as well, and we're going to be talking about tips and tricks that you can do to help your feet during the Crucible Hike.
Phil, what is the first thing a hiker can do to prevent injuries to their feet?
So, injuries to the feet are one of the most common injuries that we see during the week of the hike. One of the best things you can do is invest in a well-made, properly fit, breathable pair of hiking boots.
Why is breathability so important?
So when the skin gets wet, what it does is it increases the friction between your foot and the shoe, and that increases tissue breakdown and ultimately leads to blisters, bruises, abrasions, things that really don't seem that bad at first, but can ultimately take you out of the hike.
What else can I do about the moisture in my shoes?
One of the other things you can do is invest in a pair of wool socks. Wool is a natural material that is naturally moisture wicking and dries really fast. What this is going to do is going to pull the moisture away from the skin and allow the foot to stay more dry.
Okay. So I should bring multiple pairs of wool socks then?
Yes, that's a great idea. So what you can do, pack a couple extra pairs of socks in your day kit, and halfway through the day or when you notice your feet are getting a little bit more wet, change out your socks. It's going to keep your feet more dry throughout the day. And what you can do is you can just recycle those socks, put them on top of your bag, and continue hiking. They should dry out within a couple hours, and then at the end of the day, you have a pair of dry socks.
I know personally I hate wet feet.
Wet feet are not happy feet.
Not at all. So now training for the hike, what are some more steps I can do to train for this hike?
So training for the hike does multiple things. Ultimately, it prepares your body for the rigors of the trail, but it also lets you get to know your gear. You're able to identify any hot spots that are caused in your shoes. You can then take steps to prevent it. Put moleskin on beforehand, put Band-Aids on. That way you know how your shoes are rubbing on your feet, and you prepare for that so that you can make it through the day.
Okay. At the end of the day, what should I do then?
The best thing to do at the end of the day is take your shoes off, put on a pair of sandals, and go get some food.
So sandals is a great idea at the end.
Sandals are awesome. They allow you to walk around the campsite. They let your feet dry out. It gets you out of those sore, wet boots. It gives your boots more time to dry. It gives your socks time to dry.
So I see all this treatment supplies in front of me. Can you talk about this a little bit?
Sure. So when you notice you're starting to get a blister, so if you have a hot spot or you notice a little bit of pain in one spot of your foot, what you want to do is you want to treat it sooner. The sooner you treat it, the longer you're going to be able to continue hiking on it. Using for a closed blister, putting a piece of moleskin over it or coverall or even just a simple Band-Aid helps. Blister pads can add a little bit more absorption and friction protection. But once the blister opens, you really need to treat it like an open wound. Using something with zinc oxide in it, like we have Booty Goo here on the table, but any kind of diaper rash cream, easily available, relatively cheap. You put that on with a Band-Aid. You might have to wrap the Band-Aid on so it stays on the hike, but that does a really, really good job of protecting the skin and helping it heal.
So you're suggesting that I should carry a small kit with me?
If you can, put together a small kit like the one we have here with a little bit of coverall, a little bit of moleskin, some simple supplies to take care of you on the trail, awesome, go for it. If you can't, we are going to provide the hike with a little med kit for the checkpoints. That way you have access to a lot of the supplies we have here on the table that you can doctor yourself up and get you to the overnight stops.
Wow, that sounds great, Phil. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And for all of you guys out there, enjoy the hike, have fun training for it. It's an awesome event. Take care.